Welcome to Profit Doctor TV. This is your host, John Patrick. Today is going to be the beginning of a series that I'm doing around a pie, so to speak, that are comprised of slices or pieces that, when all put together, will create a complete pie to your business success in terms of marketing and ways that you can reach out to customers or potential customers. So today I'm recording and I'm starting live here at the prestigious Center Club in Tampa, Florida. And we're going to be talking about one of those pieces of the pie, which we call in my company hot knocking. As opposed to cold calling. Cold calling we refer to when you call people on the phone. Hot knocking we refer to where you go out and literally just go step in and call on a business to introduce yourself. Obviously it's called hot knocking here in Florida because it can be hot while you're doing that. But what we found is that as most salespeople have become more advanced in one sense and lazy in another, a lot of salespeople have kind of retracted and they're now in a nice comfy office doing a lot of email and marketing type stuff. There are fewer people that are out there actually calling on a business in person. Frankly, that's a huge opportunity because I don't hardly ever bump into a salesperson that's calling on the same business that I'm calling on. I found more and more that I have the undivided attention of the business owner or the CEO or the CFO that I'm asking to talk to. In a different episode, I'm going to actually share with you a marketing piece that you can put together and leave behind. So when you get that, can you leave some information and whatnot, you'll have something to leave behind. Sometimes that hot knock is nothing more than just a glorified way of getting a piece of marketing information in front of someone. But what it allows you to do then is get the name of the person that you ultimately want to talk to. And from there, you're able to make at least a warmer call, cold call, based on the fact that, I was in your office yesterday and I was talking to Susie, who happened to be the person at the front counter, and Susie said you might be the person that I need to talk to, and so at that point it gives you a little bit of reason why you're calling or following up, and you can go from there. So today I'm going to kind of break this video up into 2 or 3 little smaller segments, simply because I'm going to go out and make a call that I've planned a couple days ago. I had a client who referred someone to me, but I wasn't able to reach him by phone. So I'm going to drop in and just introduce myself and try to get an appointment by doing it that way. So I'll kind of share with you a couple other times throughout this process of how it's going. I'm not going to take the video in and do it in front of them and all that for their privacy, but kind of let you know how it goes. So one of those pieces of this pie that we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be doing a series around, again, is hot knocking. And so welcome to segment 1. Okay, so I'm about ready to go into a medical practice that was a referral. And before I do that, I just want to kind of share with you my arsenal or my tools, so to speak, that I'm going to take with me. First thing is a calendar or a day planner. Because obviously my intent is to get an appointment, so you can't hardly do that unless you have your calendar with you so that you know when you have some openings. Obviously business cards, and then the other thing is kind of a leave behind. I'll share more about this tomorrow, but it's actually a one-page flyer that provides information about some of the clients that I deal with, just kind of an elevator speech about what we do. And then behind that, I put another list of clients on a larger scale. And the third page is a call to action, which in my case is a fax request for some more information, where they'll provide name, address, phone number, and that type of thing, and then I can get back in touch with them. So if for some reason the manager isn't there or isn't available to see me, I'll leave that information behind, and then I'll follow that up with a phone call. So
wish me luck, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so of course I would pick a day that we're having thunder and rainstorm out to do this, but the blog must go on, right? So anyway, that went fine. The manager wasn't available, but she was aware, they were aware that I would be calling, so it was kind of a warm call. I'll have to follow it up with a phone call. You never know how those things go. Now, I will tell you, normally if it wasn't pouring in like this, I would call on some other businesses while I'm doing this, and that's for a couple reasons. Especially if I'm going to make a sale and I'm going out anyway, I'll drop by some businesses right around the prospect that I'm going to meet with. Helps kind of get my tongue working and get me kind of juiced up and in the business mode. And then after an appointment or a sale, I'll also stop by a few businesses on my way out. And the idea behind that is, if I didn't make the sale, rather than feeling sorry for myself and kind of letting that work on my mind and become negative in any way, it helps you get back in the sales mode and keep it going. If I did make a sale, it helps discipline me to get back in the game again, because now that I've made a sale, I'm kind of unemployed until I make the next one. Rather than going out and celebrating at the beach, which is so easy to do here. But today the weather's just too bad. I'll end up being a drowned rat. Although I will tell you, Tom Hopkins would say that's the perfect time to go and call on businesses, because they'll admire your discipline. They'll admire the fact that you're out there doing it when no one else is. And they might even feel sorry for you. But nevertheless, we'll leave that for another day. So hopefully you learned something from this particular segment. Again, we'll call it hot knocking here in Florida, but it's really just simply about beginning relationships. Sometimes that's easier done face to face, and so hopefully this was a tool that worked for you.